how the music program works. From kindergarten through 3rd grade, there's general music, which is just commonly and widely understood as just general music education, in which kids learn how to sing, which is their natural instrument. They learn about rhythm. They learn about various aspects of sound and creating sound with different instruments, be it drums or recorders. And those grades, K to 3, are really about exploring those avenues of music, the basics, the natural instrument. We start them on string instruments in 4th grade. We do that early because we found that, and there is such a thing as too early, but we do start them early as 4th grade because we want to maximize their potential at being really great at one thing, at one aspect. And if they decide to explore other avenues, we have supports for them, but we start them on that one avenue of strings in order to push that greatness and that concentration. They really continue strings all the way through high school, and that entire curriculum is aligned in such a way where we aim to prepare kids, even in class, we aim to prepare kids eventually for going on to explore music and perform music in college if they want to. And again, it's not forced, but it's there if they would like it. And many of our students, we've had some that have gone on to major in music ed and music performance. Some of that explored, music history, music theory, composition. So some have stuck with strings, but for others, strings has opened up a whole different world of music for them, in which they've explored in college. What inspired me to take on the task of building this music program in Foundation Academies is really seeing the potential that our students have and how great they can be. And ultimately, that's up to us as teachers to ensure that we teach to that. But we've come a long way. We have such a long way to go. But I look at it as, one day in high school, we want to do, Beethoven symphonies and Mozart symphonies and beyond. And I always tell my music teachers this, but we want, where they are currently with their skills in 9th grade, we eventually want them to be there in 5th grade. And it sounds lofty and ambitious and like a true mountain to climb, but that is, in my eyes, that's such a great opportunity. And the higher caliber of music our students are able to learn, the greater opportunity it is for our kids, and that's really what they deserve. So if we were doing anything less than that, we would be doing them a disservice. I believe that the strings program is incredibly important to the students, and I believe that they would tell you that. From the standpoint of they learn life skills in class. It's not all just about learning how to move the bow across the strings or play notes in tune or play together. In our music program, we really push student leadership and empowering students, again, their inherent greatness and their inherent capability of leading themselves, self-sufficiency, giving each other feedback, critical listening, and again, critical feedback. So aside from just the music aspect of it, they do learn how to be leaders and how to work as a team. My favorite part of the music program would have to be the concerts. As a rule, generally, we have 2 formal concerts a year, one in the winter and one in the spring. There are intermittent performances here and there, but those are the 2 big ones, winter and spring. And those are my favorite because when you go to those concerts, if you spend every day with the kids, you learn what they're capable of and you learn where their technique is at the given time. But when they get to the concert, you can actually see and hear them step it up. They take it to a different level, being in front of an audience, being under pressure. And the fact that the kids thrive so much under pressure in that way, and that they're I mean, you can feel it. You can feel the energy, and you can feel, I mean, their souls, it's in their soul to want to step up to that pressure. And that just creates, for me, like, just a tremendous sense of pride. Including mandatory music instruction, in my mind, is beneficial because it opens the door for students, and gives them opportunity, which especially younger students may not take on their own. In fact, I've seen many times where, either in observations of younger grades or even at the high school level, when a ninth grader comes in for the first time, when they come in and they see the violin or they see any of the other string instruments, and their thought is, I don't want to do that. I can't do that. And as long as I do my part in inspiring them and teaching them the right way, I've actually seen that mindset completely take a 180, and that same student who was not excited about it, all of a sudden now has achieved at a certain level, or has gone, they've played for a month, but they've learned, they've learned a year's worth or a semester's worth of musical skills. And when they see that they can do it, that's when that's, in my mind, that because it was mandatory, it pushed them in that direction, and it gave them that challenge, which then they were able to overcome. So I think that's why making it mandatory in our curriculum is not only necessary, but really beneficial.